all, let's pray and thanks to our God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us some mercies and blessing. Secondly, may peace and solution always be given to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the brightness, from the stupidity to the cleverness. And Excellency Mr. Muharir Asy'ari as Director of Muhammadiyah Mahakarya Aceh, and Excellency Mr. Jainal Abidin as the Dean of Muhammadiyah Mahakarya Aceh, Excellency Miss Desi Purnamasari as the Head of English Program in Muhammadiyah Mahakarya Aceh, Excellency Miss Ranti Maulia as the English Lecturer of Muhammadiyah Mahakarya Aceh, respectable all lecturer and staff of Muhammadiyah Mahakarya Aceh, and honorable all my subscribers. I would like to present my presentation under the title Simple Future Tense. Definition of simple future tense. Simple future tense is a form of tense to show an event that has not yet begun and will only occur in the future. Simple future tense can also be used to express prediction and vice versa. Simple future tense formula. Take note. You need to pay attention to some form or rules in the simple future tense so as not to confuse it with other tense. In the simple future tense, the verb form used is always the base verb or verb 1, just like the simple present tense. There are no verb tense for all subject and all sentence patterns. So, if you make a sentence using the subject I, you, we, they, he, she, it, singular subject and plural subject, whether it's for a positive sentence, negative sentence, or question sentence, then the subject will always be followed by a basic verb form or verb 1. Shall, will, and be going to. What's the difference? Will, shall, and be going to have similar meanings, namely will, but similar doesn't always mean the same, right? So there are several things that distinguish the three models depending on the context of the sentence. Let's find out the difference between shall, will, and be going to in the future tense. Shall and will. In modern English, will is used more often. So, you can apply this model to all subjects, namely I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Meanwhile, shall is usually used more for subject I and we for those who are used to speaking English using a more formal varieties style. Just like will, this model pairs can be used for all subjects, namely I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Be after the subject can be replaced contractions, abbreviations, and simple future tense. You still remember, right? That in the two tense learned earlier, there are various abbreviations as follow: does not, doesn't, do not, don't, was not, wasn't, were not, weren't. Well, these tenses don't want to be left out either. Here are the various contractions that you can use in the simple future tense. Contraction in simple future tense. Adverb of time, simple future tense. Next is the discussions about adverb of time in the simple future tense. Function and application of simple future tense in various examples. Example sentence patterns. Use of will. 1. expression and event that will happen in the future. For this part, you can use the positive sentence formula with the modal will as the main function of the simple future tense. Example sentence include Benny will go to Turkey. John will buy the luxury car tonight. 2. Expressing and decisions to do something without a plan. Not everything we do is always planned. For example, you're sitting down to relax. Then suddenly, the next minute, you have to open the door for a guest. It's part of the simple future tense. Example sentence. Hello, is anyone's house? The door is locked. Wait a minute. I'll open the door for you. 3. Expressing an emotion or feeling. This sentence will show a feeling that might arise in the future. Here's an example for it. 4. Predicting future events. Predictions in this case can be related to weather or circumstances. For examples, it will rain tomorrow. 5. Expressing willingness and unwillingness. Yes, this function is almost the same as point number 2, but try to distinguish it from the following example. I will carry your suitcase for you. I will carry your suitcase for you. In these functions, it usually shows a willingness or unwillingness in relation to others. 6. Unfitting. Unfitting others. You must have heard the following phrases. Will you marry me? Which is usually used by a man or woman to ask their partner to marry them. In this case, of course, the capital you use is will. 7. Expressing a promise. A promise is a long-term sentence which means it is related to the future. Example, I won't tell anyone your secrets. 8. Expressing a threat. Yup, apart from promise, the threat is also something that might happen in the future. You can see the following example. If you do that again, I will tell moms. Usage of shall. 1. Showing a desire and lack of desire. You can use shall in the both positive and the negative form with the subject I and we. Here's an example. I shall study tomorrow. 2. Expressing an offer to another person. For these functions, shall change its meaning to need or must. Example, shall I give you some money? 3. Asking for advice or instructions. The model you can use in the simple future tense when asking others for advice is shall with an interrogative tense. Example, what shall I buy for dinner? You say of be going to 1. Convey and desire but only in intentions. She is going to be a teacher. I'm going to his birthday party next month. 2. Expressing a predictions based on evidence. Unlike function number 4, on the use of will to be going to is used if there is an evidence disclosure in the sentence. Example, look at this gray clothes. It's definitely going to rain. Future tense with present continuous tense. This one is also related to the present continuous tense to express to the following two things. 1. Something that has already definitely happened. Future tense with present continuous tense. This one is also related to the present continuous tense to express to the following two things. 1. Something that the students are coming tomorrow. The students are coming tomorrow, probably after a long holiday, and tomorrow is the first day of school. The sun is rising in an hour, and our day is starting again. 2. An obligation compulsions. You are coming with me to the principal. There are many function and sentence patterns in the simple future tense. However, you can definitely understand it slowly. Moreover, the verbs used. There are many function and sentence patterns in the simple future tense. However, you can definitely understand it slowly. Moreover, the verbs used in this tense are basic verb forms verb ones. So you don't need to struggle with verb tense change. That's all my presentation and thanks for watching. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.